Right then, in this episode we're going to leave London and we're going to go to Manchester. And let's go to the first tall tower of Manchester. The reception area of this tower looks very nice. This tower's got some nice speedy Schindler 5500 lifts.
Floor 35, door opening.
So then here I am on the 35th floor. Let's walk up the stairs to the 36th floor and out onto the roof, which is the 37th floor. Climber.
Opening. Lift is going down.
And now let's surf the nice speedy Schindler 5500s.
Holy shit. Oh, this is sick. Do you do this all the time?
Yeah, all the time.
This is awesome.
Welcome to my new squat. It's got a big swimming pool. It's a luxury squat. You've got a nice bridge. You've got nowhere to sleep though. You sleep on top of this, but you'll be out in the cold. But oh well. Yeah, it's my new squat. It's definitely not just some random bridge. And if it's windy, you get blown off as you climb it. Or you could jump on top of a bus from here.
And it's now night time, and let's take a look at a tall tower which is under construction. This tower is nice and tall, about 180 metres high. And let's sneak into this tall tower and take a look at the lifts. There's 4 lifts here. Let's open them up and take a look at their progress of being installed. On the first lift you can see a lift car's been installed at the bottom of the lift shaft, but it's not yet been cabled. This lift is not going to move anywhere. If we take a look at a second lift, on this lift there's only a counterweight to be seen which is in the process of being installed. Either the main lift car's not yet installed yet, or alternatively it could be installed on a temporary rig up at the top of the lift shaft. On the third one it's in a similar state as the first one. A lift car's being installed at the bottom of the shaft, but it's not been cabled yet. And let's take a look at the 4th lift. This one is installed and ready to go. Interestingly, the 4th lift is a lot further through installation than the others, and we'll take a look at a possibility why later on. Let's now surf it. This is a Cone EcoDisc MX32.
Glad we got a lift working.
So we're not going to get crushed, are we?
No.
Cables are not snap, man.
Yeah, I didn't want straight. Jesus.
There was slack on that governor. That governor's not going to protect if a cable snap. There's far too much slack on that.
And here I am up at the top floor of the 4th lift. This is not the top of the tower, as this is only the 30th floor. Interestingly, beyond the top of this lift, the lift shaft continues to the top, but the top is not yet at a stage ready for the lift to be installed. So I'm wondering, as the lift shaft continues, is this one of those cone lifts with a movable motoring? They install the lift earlier on before the building completes, then as the building completes they install the rest of the lift and move the motoring. It'd be very interesting if it was. Let's take a look at the motoring.
That looks nice in there. Nice.
And let's continue up the stairs, and you can see that the upper floors have not yet got an interior. And let's now go up to the rooftop. This building has not yet reached full height, but it is nearly there. And let's now climb the concrete pour. And now let's climb onto the top of the lift shafts. This is a concrete factory where they're pouring the concrete of the building's core. And let's take a look at the view. So then let's now go back inside of the building and let's go down to somewhere around the 45th floor and let's take a look around, and from here we can see the lift shafts.
That's tempting. I've had to leave a hole in the wood there. They're tempted.
You can see on this part they're about to install the interior of the building. And let's take a look at the Alimak Heck. And let's take a look at the crane. And notice those red beams between the building and the crane. Let's now go back to the lift and go down to one of the lower floors where the interior is currently being installed. And let's take a look at one of the new apartments. So then, let's now leave this building site, and it's now daytime, and let's take a look at Manchester Deansgate. This is a complex of 4 tall towers, which includes Manchester's tallest tower. But before we take a look at the tallest tower, let's first take a look at the second tallest tower, which has got some 5 metre a second Otis lifts. Let's surf them. And it's now night time, and let's go to the tallest one of the 4 towers, which is Manchester's tallest. This tower is 201 metres high. This has got some 6 metres a second Otis lifts.
Floor 57. Going.
Yes. Didn't get to full speed.
So then, if we take a look on top of this lift, you can see it's got a nice big chassis, far better built than most Otis lifts, although for a big high speed lift, I'd say a cone is very slightly better built than this. So to show the speed of the tallest tower and that it's faster than the second tallest, let's look at 2 videos side by side, and you can see the tallest tower is slightly quicker. It goes 6 meters a second. Let's surf it.
Got dampness on it.
And now let's go along to some student accommodation. This has got some Schindler 5500 lifts.
Door closing. Floor 29. Door opening.
So then up on the top floor you can see there's 3 lifts here, but one of the 3 lifts is different as it's got a taller ceiling. Let's take a look at it. The lift with the taller ceiling is better to surf because of the tall ceiling. It makes the lift go to a better position when it stops at the floor.
Weirdly.
So then, that's the tall towers of Manchester complete. Let's take a look at some of the lower rise buildings of Manchester and along to a hotel with an abandoned glass Otis lift.
So this here is the warehouse conversion, the old warehouse. Some of these conversions can be nice. This one even has a glass lift. So a very nice warehouse conversion, except the glass lift is abandoned. Then to comply with EU regulation, certain heights, they've got these fake floors. And those are for lift shaft access, so the fake floors are there just so they can access lift shaft in emergency. Except, can you actually access a lift shaft in emergency from a fake floor? The answer, no, because the fake floors, even though they've got a door to access the lift shaft, don't go into the building. So they've complied with EU standard because they've actually put in the doors at set intervals. Even though a lift doesn't stop there, they've put in the doors for emergency access to the shaft, but you can't actually get to the emergency access to the shaft in the first place, so it is actually non-compliant. Why does this not work? It would be nice if that worked. Oh no. Look at that fucking fence. A folding fence, that fence is collapsed. Oh fuck, something to that fence. Like a back normal fence at the front. That's not a folding fence, the fence is collapsed. What a fucking horrid lift. There's an obstacle. Oh no, it's because of the MRL. They've had to collapse the front fence because it'll hit the motor. Oh, that is a horrid fucking lift. What is this crap? Do I recognise that? What is this utter crap? Where's inspection control? What is this utter crapness? I do not know what this thing is, but it is so fucking crap. It's unbelievable. German Schaefer there. Indicator there by Knowsley Lift Services. This is appallingly bad. Welcome to my new squat. It's got a big swimming pool. It's a luxury squat. You've got a nice bridge. You've got nowhere to sleep though. You sleep on top of this, but you'll be out in the cold. But oh well. Yeah, it's my new squat. It's definitely not just some random bridge. And if it's windy, you get blown off as you climb it. Well, you could jump on top of a bus from here.
And now let's take a look at a hotel which has some lifts that look like they're from a mental asylum.
No basement, nowhere else. Welcome to the mental asylum lift. Got padded walls, so if you're bringing someone into a lift who's like going, it doesn't damage the lift because it's got nice padded walls. So here we have the unique convenience store, and one thing I can guarantee is this convenience store is as unique lifts. In other words, not at all.
And now let's take a look at the car park. I don't know what his lift was originally. It's been modernised by Otis. And with Otis logic, it can be very random when the lift emergency stops. On Otis Gen 2 lifts, usually the lift continues, but not always. But on Otis lifts which are mods of older lifts, the logic can be very random with what fault it thinks has happened and how it responds. Sometimes the lift is continuous in serving the floors it was going to serve anyway. Sometimes it goes semi-position lost and goes to the nearest floor, but sometimes it goes fully position lost and goes all the way to the last floor of the shaft. Sometimes it goes fully position lost and reverses direction and goes to the final floor of the shaft. And sometimes it goes position lost, goes all the way to the end of the shaft, then reverses and goes all the way to the other end of the shaft. And the thing is, I've tested this, and even when I think I've created the exact same scenario on the emergency stop, the lift still reacts differently. That's just Otis for you.
So you see what it's like on top? It's obviously not an Otis originally, it's going to be an old lift that got modded. 8 and... usually on the mod lifts I don't put any odd and even thing.
Let's now surf the lift.
Ooh, we're off. We're off somewhere.
So then, I saved for the lift to get off by opening up a roller, which disconnects safety, and this time when I got off the lift continued to where it was set to go to, which is the ground floor. It didn't get position lost this time. Why is Otis so random?
In the second lift, the juice grove actually works. Now what I don't get is why do you have a different indicator and voice? You've got Otis indicator and juice grove voice.
Ground floor.
Doors opening.
Ground floor. Doors opening.
And it's now time for my virtual tram ride.
Anyone want to get on the bike tram? It's very fast, top speed 15 mile an hour, quick service to Manchester Piccadilly. Anyone want to get on the bike tram? Anyone want to get on the tram? Put your hand out. No, no one wants to get on my tram. That's disappointing. My tram's faster than that one. I'm going to whiz past it. Follow the tram track. It'll take you away, yeah. Next station, Manchester Piccadilly Gardens. Can't even go fast because the ground's so slippy, I'll literally fall over if I go any faster. This tram's got a reduced speed of 8 miles an hour today because how slippy the ground is. Next station, Manchester Piccadilly Gardens. And this tram will run over anyone that gets in my way. Get out of the way, tram. This one's got the bike tram was priority over that tram. Get out of my way. Anyone want to get on this tram? Anyone want the bike tram? Non-stop to Piccadilly main station. Anyone? Nope. Oh well. No one wants to get on my bike tram today. Actually, I'm going the same speed as the actual tram. Or maybe not. You go up a gear. Oops. You change gear to get a bit more speed up. Free bus that doesn't like us. Wonder why free bus doesn't like me. Over points. Oh, come on, the real tram's going slower than the bike tram.
Crash into it.
Crash into it, it's going so slow for us. Why is tram so slow? It's the same model as Cologne, but in Cologne it actually goes fast. But I've been on this very tram in Cologne, it's the fastest tram about, but in Manchester it's fucking slow. Next station, Manchester Piccadilly Central. Oh, Sean. Oh fuck, I can't get down that. Oh well, end of the line.
And let's go to an old warehouse that's been converted into a small shopping centre and car park.
So camera, do these lifts actually work? It says yes. Look, nods, it's a nodding camera, it says yes. You're in lift B2.
This is shit.
A strange archy building, it looks like a train station thing. Whee! Seat air. Oh, that's boring. Not much in here. Three's a key. I got stuff ages ago.
Ground floor. Doors opening.
And let's go to another car park.
Level
Mind
20.
the doors. Doors closing.
Basically 3 to 20.
20th floor.
This is different to normally. The indicators change slightly differently. Slightly late.
Doors opening.
Manchester likes these style of car parks. There's a lot of them. Going down. Left alarm. Polyfilm. The chassis is alright. It's got that thing on it. It's got GL. It's got GL doors. It's got a typical NCP thingy. See if that toots, I'll press the alarm. Oh, it does.
Basement. Level 1.
Ooh.
Then I'll do that.